Welcome to the third episode of Hot Boxing Talk, and this week we'll be having our weekly chat with sports journalist Hayden Jones, boxing journalist Cyril Lahong, as well as catching up with a gallant loser who lost a good decision against Klaas Mbuyane last Friday night, Tapiwa Tembo, as well as catching up with Hot Box Gym's very own Ryno the Lion Liebenberg. So often in sport we're so concerned about the winner. In this instance, we're concerned about the loser. I happened to be in Cape Town last week and I caught up with Tapiwa Tembo, who lost a credible decision against Klaas Mbuyane last Friday night on SABC, who fought exceptionally well and I think who has a bright future. I had a good chat with him here in Cape Town. So coming off a points loss against Klaas Mbuyane but winning the hearts of many South African boxing fans, I'm in Cape Town speaking to the man who lost a good fight, a good decision against Klaas Mbuyane, but I believe he lost the fight but won the hearts of boxing fans. Like I said, tell me, how are you feeling after your great performance on Friday night?
Oh, I'm feeling very, very well. I did my best, and I fought a more experienced guy, and I gave him a hell of a fight. And you know, he came out to knock me out, but I think I did outclass him.
I mean, listen, you know, it was a split decision. I didn't think it was a split decision. I thought you clearly lost the fight, but you fought so well and you threw so many good right hands in that fight that I believe you have a very good future. Can you tell the boxing fans, how old are you? You know, like, because of the blackout on national television, no one really knows who you are. So tell the boxing fans who you are.
I'm only 24 years old. I started boxing when I was 12 years old. I fought in the national team, in the National Youth Games. I'm a gold medalist in the Zimbabwe national team. I only turned professional in 2010. And then I only fought one fight in Zimbabwe, 2 fights in Namibia, and then the rest of the fights I was fighting in South Africa out of Cape Town.
Now, you got cut in the second round by accidental clash of heads. Did that cut in the fight affect your rhythm at all? Because I was doing commentary, as you know, and I thought you fought exceptionally well. But it looked to me like the cut in the beginning unsettled you a little bit, but the corner did a really good job in stopping the blood flow.
Yes, I had a cut on my last fight like 3 weeks ago. So I knew it was a fresh cut. It was still fresh. So when we had a headbutt, I knew that the cut was going to open. So my coach just told me, relax, everything is fine. Because I just went like this, but my coach told me, relax, everything is fine. And then I just did like that.
Now, you got caught with some really hard shots, specifically in the later part of the fight. Were you ever buckled or hurt during the course of the 10 rounds?
Not at all. Not at all. I took his punches very well. He's a very good puncher. I took his punches very well because I was relaxed. I was more relaxed.
So now, looking at the age of 24, your career, you've got a few losses in your record. What would you like next for your career?
I'm ready for anything, for bigger things. You know, one thing about me, I like challenges. I like to fight better fighters. I'm not a guy that, I was never like being like, oh, go and fight this guy because and then you can win or build up your record and stuff. I've been fighting tough guys away from my country, and my coach always believed in me, and I always did very well, you know, fighting bigger guys than me, fighting more experienced guys than me. I never fought a guy that is like, just no one. I was always fighting bigger guys, always. And I like those challenges, and I'm ready for bigger things.
You know, fighting out of Cape Town, the mother city, sometimes there isn't a lot of fights in Cape Town. And one of the biggest problems in South African boxing is that there's not a lot of fights and opportunities. When would you like to fight again, and would you like to go back to a 6-round level, or would you like to fight for a championship?
I think I'm ready for the championship, and if there's any opportunity, any promoters that they can give me like good fights, I'll take it. I just want to take like 2 months just to heal my card and stuff, and then take a break because I just fought like 2 fights in less than 2 months. So I just need like 2 months break, and then I'll come back. But I'm ready for bigger things, like I said.
Tapiwa Tembo, do you have a message for your fans?
I'll be back in 2 months' time, and I'll bounce back strong. I want anyone, and I'll fight, and I promise you, I'll be champion this year.
Hi, my name is Paul Kamanga, WBA Pan African Champion, and you're watching the Hot Boxing Talk.
Hot Boxing Talk wouldn't be the same unless we had our weekly chat with Hayden Jones and Cyril Laham to discuss Timothy Bradley and of course Klaas Mbiani's win against Tapi Witembo. Okay, so this week I saw the comeback to boxing on SABC. Cyril, Klaas Mbiani defeated a very gallant loser in the form of Tapi Witembo, which was a good fight. And what do you think this means for South African boxing?
I think Friday was great. Like I looked on Twitter and there was actually boxing explosion trending. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for boxing. I'm glad boxing's back on SABC. I just wonder about the whole exclusivity with tickets not being on sale for the public. But yeah, all in all, I think it's brilliant that boxing is back.
Klaas Mbiani's performance solid, good?
Yeah, it was solid. He showed why he's got the WBO international title. And
what did you think of the loser? Because I thought he fought exceptionally well, even though he lost.
Yeah, I also thought he fought quite well, which makes Mbiani's performance look even better because he fought against a capable opponent.
This weekend we saw Jesse Vargas losing a controversial decision to Timothy Bradley for the WBO Interim Welterweight Championship. What do you think of Timothy Bradley's performance? And let's talk about the controversy. Pat Russell heard the 10-second gong, thought it was the bell. Bradley got rocked badly with the right hand. What's your opinion of the fight and that right hand?
Look, Timothy Bradley outclassed Vargas throughout the majority of the fight. However, that right hand did connect and he was wobbled at one stage. But the question is, if Bradley had gone down, he would have probably got up. And would Vargas have actually been able to finish him? Because Vargas was actually pretty gassed at that stage as well, when he claimed that Pat Russell kind of ended his win too early, and the controversy that followed it with Vargas getting up on the ropes and celebrating, and at the end of the day, Bradley ultimately the winner.
Question, I'm going to throw a curveball at you. Does Timothy Bradley deserve a shot at Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
You know, yeah, I'd say he does deserve a shot, but is there a better opponent out there? That's the question. A guy like Keith Thurman's out there still. Yeah, I think he does. He does deserve a shot.
There you have it. I had a chat with the ever-popular Ryno the Lion Liebenberg coming off 2 losses in a row, and what his expectations are of his boxing career and what he has left and what he wants to still achieve. So with me at the Hot Box Gym, a proud member of the Hot Box Gym, Ryno the Lion Liebenberg. I wanted to get you on camera and I wanted to talk to you about, you're coming off 2 losses and how you feel. I'm sure you're desperate to get back into the winning column again.
Yeah, look, losing's not nice, but it's part of the game and I understand it. I know this is a sport. Yeah, but it's time to win. I need a win and I will do everything I can to get a win.
So you are 31 years old now, or is it 31 years old, and you're still relatively fresh at the age of 31, losing a decision to Tommy and obviously getting stopped by Elayne Alvarez, who is a really class act in the light heavyweight division. Tommy Oosthuizen, very awkward, we accept that. But, how many more years do you see yourself in the fight camp here in South Africa?
Not too many. I've got a family and I started boxing because I love the sport and I know there's a time to start and a time to stop. I think I've still got a few fights left in me, so maybe the end of next year, we'll see how it goes, but I think maybe the end of next year.
And there's talk of you making a return on the undercard of Simpiwe Conqueror fighting Heki Butler in September. Who would you like to fight if that fight comes off in September?
I would like to fight Balema Wailia from the Eastern Cape, the South African super middleweight champ. I wanted to fight a while back, it never happened. I think now is the right time. I think it's time we have a roll.
A message for your fans who've supported you over the last 5 years in your career. You turned pro in 2010, you joined the Hotbox Gym in 2011, and we've had a good run. We've had an excellent run. I think you've achieved a lot more than people would ever expect.
Yeah.
And I think there's still a few more belts out there that need to go around your waist.
That's it.
A message for your fans, specifically in the West Rand.
You haven't seen the best of Ryno. You all know me, I come to fight. I'm gonna roll who's ever in front of me. September, it's gonna be a banger.
So there you have it, Ryno the Lion Liebenberg, right here at the Hotbox Gym in Glen Hazel, Johannesburg, South Africa. So there you have it, the end of the 3rd episode of Hot Boxing Talk. It's been a great show. My name is Colin Nomaganjani Nathan, and
Hayden Jones.
we'll see you again next week.